Well, he says he goes into every start believing he's going to throw a no-hitter, and he came awfully close today. What a performance when the Red Sox really needed it again.
From MLB.com, this is the Morning Lineup Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Monaghan. Today is Monday, April 14th. Do you like revenge? Like, have you ever wanted to get back at that kid in elementary school who put peanut butter behind your ear? Kenny Kursky, you better watch your back. Well, Boston ace Garrett Crochet nearly got some perfect revenge on his old team on Sunday. The Dads, no, not a team of dads, but the San Diego Padres are not only winning every game, but they're doing it in historic ways. And the game of ping pong, seriously, ping pong, may be helping this Cardinals pitcher win ball games. Let's get to it. What are some of the best revenge games of all time? After being traded midseason by the Mets to the Reds, Tom Seaver came back a couple months later to strike out 11 at Shea Stadium in a complete game win. Ken Griffey Jr. torched the Mariners in his first series back as a Red with 2 home runs in Game 2, one a moonshot off the second deck. My sister Claire came back after multiple losses to hit a fadeaway 3 behind the woodpile to beat me and my brother in a game of backyard horse. Congrats, I guess, Claire. Anyway, we can now add Garrett Crochet to that vaunted list. After a sparkling 2024 season with the White Sox, Garrett Crochet was traded by the only MLB team he's ever known to the Red Sox this offseason. On Sunday, the new Boston ace was sent to the mound to stop a sweep at the hands of the White Sox in Chicago. And like Claire delivered from behind that woodpile, Garrett Crochet delivered against his former team.
11 in the books today for the left-hander, who has been sensational, and not for the first time this year.
An outstanding effort from that man right there, especially when the team needed it.
The fireballing lefty was perfect into the 6th inning and had a no-hitter into the 7th. He struck out 11 while walking 1 and giving up just 1 run over 7 1/3 innings in the 3-1 Red Sox win. He was so good, his old fans, White Sox fans, gave the Red Sox hurler a standing ovation as he exited the game. Crochet has lowered his ERA to a 1.38 mark on the season, 4th among qualified starters in the AL, and the Red Sox moved to 8-9, 3rd place in the AL East. Now, on to the best team in baseball. The San Diego Padres had a great start to the weekend, shutting out the Rockies 8-0 on Friday. On Saturday, they had another good day, once again shutting out the Rockies 2-0. So, what do you think happened during Sunday's finale? Can you guess? I bet you can guess. They once again shut out the Rockies 6-0. The reason? Well, mostly Michael King.
On the ground, Machado to second for 1, on to first. Complete game shutout for Michael King.
King went the distance, yes, a whole 9 innings, giving up just 2 hits and striking out 8 on 110 pitches. Jose Iglesias, Mr. Oh My God, had 2 doubles and 2 RBIs, while Manny Machado added a hit and 2 runs. The Padres are now 13-3 and are the second team in MLB history to notch 6 shutouts in their first 16 games, joining Cleveland in 1966. They're also an incredible 10-0 at home. Teams have started 10-0 at home just 14 times since 1901. So yes, they're good. And although their name translates to dads, they're definitely better than your dad. Unless your dad is Michael King. Then they're the same. Coming up, can playing ping pong make you a better pitcher? Maybe. Definitely. That's after the break. Most starting pitchers, especially the day they're going up against one of the best offenses in baseball, will keep to themselves. They'll focus on each batter they'll be facing in a few hours. Maybe they'll invent a new pitch called the Spill-o-the-Rinky Dinker. Well, most pitchers, except apparently the Cardinals' Matthew Liberatore. According to MLB.com's John Denton, Liberatore plays a daily game of ping pong against teammate Ryan Fernandez, and he continued to do just that before his start against Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, and the high-powered Phillies on Sunday. Denton said, quote, "It helps him deal with the nerves involved with having to face these types of lineups." Well, Maybe every pitcher should play a game of ping pong before their starts.
Matthew Liberatore, sensational today.
Outstanding.
1 walk, 7 strikeouts over 6 shutout innings.
And the way he got better as the start progressed. 3 fastball strikeouts, 3 on the slider, gained confidence as the start went on, and I loved his glove side command.
The lefty outdueled Zach Wheeler. Yes, Zach Wheeler, giving up just 3 hits over 6 shutout innings while striking out 7. The Cardinals scored 4 against Wheeler and 7 overall, including a laser beam home run by Jordan Walker.
Swing and a drive for Walker. He turns and burns. He just delivered the cheese steak to the heart of the Phillies in Game 3.
He knew it. Confidence goes a long way.
Liberatore lowered his ERA to 3.93 on the year, and the Cardinals got their first series win against the Phillies since, if you can believe it, 2017. So yes, kids, if you want to be a successful big league pitcher, the first step is learning how to play ping pong. Elsewhere around the league, listen for the grandson of the wind.
There's a shot. High and deep. Back goes Judge. Adios, pelota. That is the Giants' first hit of the game and their first run against Rodon.
Jung Hoo Lee hit not 1, but 2 home runs in a Giants 5-4 comeback win against the Yankees on Sunday. The outfielder, nicknamed the grandson of the wind because his father was the son of the wind, naturally, hit 3 home runs in the series, a series that the Giants won. San Francisco is in second in the tight NL West, while the Yankees fall to second in the also tight AL East. Pete Crow Armstrong, or as people call him who don't want to say that many words, PCA, had 2 home runs and a triple on Sunday Night Baseball to help the Cubs beat the Dodgers 4-2 and win a big series in LA. The Cubs remain in first place in the NL Central, although they did get some tough injury news. Starting pitcher Justin Steele will unfortunately undergo season-ending elbow surgery. Hunter Green continued his dominant start to the season, striking out 8 and giving up just 2 hits in the Reds' 4-0 win over the Pirates on Sunday, completing a 3-game sweep. Green has now gone 3 outings, 18 2/3 innings, without giving up a run. His ERA is barely even there at 0.98, and the Reds have now won 5 of 6 to get to 8-8 on the year. Kodai Senga and his ghost forkball helped shut down the A's 8-0 on Sunday. Senga gave up just 4 hits over 7 scoreless innings. Luis Torrens had 3 hits and 2 RBIs as the Mets took 2 of 3 from the Athletics in Sacramento. The Blue Jays scored 3 in the 8th to tie the Orioles at 6 and then 1 in the 10th to get the win and the series win. Alejandro Kirk hit his first homer of the year, but George Springer, who's been one of the hottest hitters in baseball, exited the game with a wrist injury. The Jays hope to hear more on him today, but are thinking it's day to day. For any other scores and highlights from the weekend, head on over to MLB.com. That's all for today's morning lineup. Anthony Castrovince will be back on tomorrow to recap all of Monday's action. The Yankees and Royals will square off in a showcase game on MLB Network at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Seth Lugo versus Carlos Cookie Carrasco. Grab your favorite cookie and tune in. It should be a good one. And please don't forget to leave us a rating and a review, share this podcast with the baseball lovers in your life, and enjoy all the games today.